Our topic of today's video is liability of gaming laptops and how will this stack up against laptop desktops PCs. So let's start with most important aspect of any gaming computer. We are of course talking about the GPUs, so when discussing GPUs and laptops we have to take into consideration of their size, weight, temperature and their performance. To alleviate their size and weight problems, laptops use these mobile variants of GPUs. These graphic cards are designed and engineered in such a way to fit inside the cramped interior and keep the laptop as light as possible. Desktops will always come out on top. In fact, as a general rule, gaming laptops will usually cost twice as much as a gaming desktop with similar specifications. But the situation is not as simple as it seems. There is one thing that can still keep gaming laptops relevant. We are talking about external GPUs, and external GPU is the best way to turn a regular laptop into a gaming one. We have started with the GPUs, which is where the desktop excels the most in this comparison, but the situation is not nearly as bleak with regards to other pieces of hardware. Both Intel and AMD have mobile variants of CPUs with reduced heat generation and power drain. They are weaker than desktop counterparts for sure, but this is not as a big deal with CPUs. Next, laptops generally have lower amounts of RAM, but this is not really a problem like we said here many times on Gaming Scan. It's just don't need large amounts of RAM for gaming. Some models will allow additional RAM modules to be installed, but this will rarely be necessary, and then there is a matter of storage since laptops have limited space. You cannot really go ahead and install an extra HDD or SSD of course. If you need additional storage, you can always replace the HDD and SSD that you have for larger ones or use an external storage. Although at this point, if you are going to be using an external GPU and external storage, then you will have to contemplate what value there is in getting a laptop for gaming. Then finally, let's talk about the flexibility of these gaming laptop and desktop PCs. There are a few areas that we need to cover, and both desktop PCs and laptops will excel in one of them. The first of these is customizability, and this one goes to desktops. It's one of the most significant advantages of gaming on. Anyone with the fundamental IT understanding can open up a PC and tweak, customize, and replace components to their heart's desire. And all it is a screwdriver, but laptops cannot be handled by just anybody. Sure, it's easy enough to open up, but you need more tools to replace any of these parts. So with all this in mind, are gaming laptops viable? No, definitely not, at least not in most of the cases. They have a way worse price-performance ratio. The mobile version of GPUs and CPUs will always be weaker and offer worse performance, and there is just such a hassle to upgrade, customize, and fix. The only real advantage the laptops offer is their portability, and this is definitely a good reason to buy a laptop. We'll still suggest you to buy an external GPU if you have a plan for gaming. Thanks for watching, do subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon.